Welcome to the final day of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Girls Showcase, and we're coming to you at the U-16-17 level, and our first feature match is Legends FC versus New York City FC. Mark Serber alongside Everett head coach Sarah Chapman. And Sarah, when you're watching a U-17 game, what are you looking for?
I'd say looking for, you're going to have good technical ability here with these players. Hopefully that fast pace, 1 to 2 touch in the midfield, switching that point of the attack, but then some creativity in that final third, seeing some really good goals.
Both of these teams coming in off of losses yesterday, looking for their first win in the showcase as they head back to league play next weekend. Legends come in second in the Southwest Division with a 17-5-4 record. And Sarah, this is a team that can score 70 goals already this season in just 26 games played. And they're facing another team that's second in their division, in NYCFC, second in the Northeast with a record of 13-6-2, 52 goals for and just 26 goals against. So it's a really good battle we have on hand here today. Some of the best U-16-17 players in the nation and a lot of youth internationals in this squad as well. Legends hail from Chino, California in the Inland Empire. Head coach John King saying that they are focused on winning the first Girls Development Academy Championship in the 01-02 age group. I love that. It's kind of refreshing to hear. We've heard a lot about we don't care about results, we care about development, and they care about that, but you have to love a drive to win as well.
Well, these girls, they're getting ready soon for college, and they have to know every game matters, and it's good to see that coaches, they're taking care of winning and concentrating on that.
NYCFC is a team that focuses on taking care of the ball, very possession-oriented, look for them to build out of the back. But lately in training, they've been working on finishing as well. Kazakh Tambi told us before this match that there's been a few games where his side hasn't put away the chances at the rate that he's liked them to. So finishing has been a priority, and we'll see that today as they're coming out in a 4-3-3 formation and plenty of talent up top. Kaylee Brenner, the number 9, has scored in both showcase games so far. Remy White committed to Davidson in 2019, while Angela Aguero is a youth international, and she will make her way to Penn State in a couple of years. Your man in the middle for this one is Eric Barnes from right here in North Carolina. He'll be assisted on the near side by Bennett Savage from Arizona. Carlos Pilago will be on the far side from Tennessee, and the fourth official is Scott McDowell out of Oregon. As it is the youth U.S. international Angela Aguero who's over the ball for NYCFC, and she will get us underway on the final day of the U.S. Soccer Girls Development Academy Showcase. This game featuring the U-16-17 level and New York City FC almost on the charge right off the bat, but it's good goalkeeping by Michaela Mackey-Wakefield, who's making her 4th appearance of the season.
I say that first ball in, great first touch here, a little too far, but for your start of the first half, way to attack that line there.
That's the Legends' first attack of the game, but the offside flag is up coming in from the assistant referee. So it'll be a free kick for NYCFC. NYCFC, of course, affiliated with Manchester City, and one of the things they're working towards, the next step for them will be having a collaboration, working on friendlies and other things with the Man City ladies. And so that will be awesome to see if they get to go over and play some friendlies or have the Man City ladies come over here. But they're really excited about the future of this partnership on the women's side of the game for both teams. This ball cut out by Madison Perez. Is committed to Long Beach State. And stepping in to win it is Etienne. The Haitian U20 international loses out. And it's Legends who are looking to build out of the back. In the middle for Reagan. And she'll get it back to Boone. Boone, a girls U15 international, is committed to Cal, plays the ball forward. That's not a bad run, but running outside of bounds is Samantha Ruelas. Ruelas, just like the goalkeeper Mackie Wakefield, both moved up from the Academy 2 squad. And the thing Coach John King said about Ruelas is not only her skills, but her effort and desire just make her so dangerous. And the Legends have this great thing where they have pre-academy teams, but if you're playing well, you can get moved up to the academy team. And Wakefield and Ruelas both seeing the benefits of their hard work paying off. That's so great for players to be able to play who maybe aren't ready for the system but are on the fringes of it.
It gets them to be more competitive and drive to look forward to playing up.
That's a good tackle from Boone. And the U-15 International picks her head up, looking to get it forward right away. And this is a strong run being made by Lainey Carroll. Carroll gets to the byline, pulls it back, and that's well defended by NYCFC. Etienne, her brother is Derek Etienne of the New York Red Bulls. And her dad, a Haitian international as well, also played for the Long Island Rough Riders.
And here's a great ball in from Boone, but then a great cut. Can we get it a little more pace across that box? Maybe that near post run to finish it.
And there is that desire from Ruelas, keeping that ball up high and winning a throw-in for Legends FC.
It's nice to see both teams in the attack here, showing some creativity. And that's a good touch there, trying to beat that, but then defended well.
It was excellent defending by Lola Stanisic, making her 22nd appearance of the season. It's the ball into the box. And New York able to get it clear. One right back by Legends, though. They've been possessing for the majority of this 3+ minutes. And it's Boone looking to get into the attack. Not a bad idea, but well stationed was the defender on the far side. And this is Etienne.
I like how Courtney Boone really pushes that ball forward into the center mid there, and then she looks for the longer ball to stretch that back line.
That was a lovely turn by Brenner. Be making her way to Syracuse in 2019. Brenner has a goal in each of the 2 games of the showcase for NYCFC. And it's Cora Creighton who will take this free kick. Drills it down the line. Into the path for Brenner. And well defended. But it will be a throw-in for the New York City side.
Defenders on both ends of these teams, they're defending well, tackling well when they need to. And here, yep, defended well by Gonzalez here.
Well, Maya Gonzalez, she'll have to deal with some tough weather when she plays at the University of Hawaii. Wrestled out of the corner. Johnson trying to win it back, but it's the Legends who hold firm. Etienne intercepts. Etienne, part of the U20 Haitian national side that became the first ever U20 team from the Caribbean to qualify for the World Cup. She played the entire match in the 1-0 win against Canada in the U20 qualifiers, which sent Haiti through to the U20 World Cup.
And here's Legends really trying to push that ball forward, looking for the through ball. Good runs in, just a little too far. The keeper handled it well.
So here comes the throw-in for Legends. A side that we know can score goals. And that throw can't beat the first defender. White tracks it down on the far side. Stanisic only able to clear it as far back as the Legends outside back. And now the chance could be on. It's a good ball just over the head of Lainey Carroll, who was in the box. That's where you wish you had somebody at the back post, but I think it wasn't a thing about nobody crashing. It was just that they won it so quickly and pressed forward that they couldn't get set in time.
Here's a great move here, and then good cross in. And yeah, like you said, Mark, just having a late run in that back post to finish it.
Legends still pressing as this ball helped further on at the top of the box. And it's won back by Daly. Good skill to get it back to Daly. And now a chance for an early ball sent in, but defended well by NYCFC and Etienne to lead the break going the other way. Brenner has a player forward. And this is Aguero. Two players who've spent time with the youth national teams going at it, and it's Boone who will win out. Ruelas chasing. Does enough to get a deflection on the clearance, and now the ball will remain with Legends. Tenacious work from Ruelas up top. This will be a throw-in for Maya Gonzalez. 15-year-old out of Moreno Valley, California, loves to get forward. She's played this one down the line for Ruelas, and it will be another throw-in for the Legends. 8th minute, still no score between Legends FC and NYCFC. Mark Serber alongside Sarah Chapman. Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on USSoccerDA.com. As the long throw goes into the box, it skips through. A chance could be on here, and it wasn't a bad effort, just needs to be on target. But Legends continuing to push in the early going.
It's nice to see that Legends, they have that long throw that can create a corner-like opportunity. Here's a great late run for a shot.
And I love the idea by Victoria Romero there, using the outside of her foot to try and get it to curl toward the upper corner. Just didn't get proper contact on it. Still, Romero has stepped up a few times to keep the ball in the offensive end. Header won by Cora Creighton. Legends maintain possession. That one will skip under Reagan, and NYCFC will look to go the other way. Brenner made a good run, but they couldn't find her. And this is Daly taking off. Daly well shielded off the ball by Lola Stanisic, and it will be a goal kick for Rachel Ross and NYCFC. Ross out of Summers High School will take this goal kick. Getting the start over Julia Dole, who will be with the U.S. U-17s for the qualifiers in Nicaragua in a few weeks. Not a fair challenge, says referee Eric Barnes, so it'll be a free kick for NYCFC in the 10th minute.
Yeah, coming from behind a little bit. That's a good call by the ref. Earlier in that play, Rass did a good job winning that ball going negative, really used her pace there. Now can she look up a little bit better to find someone just in that 6-yard box?
Forward for Brenner. Legends could get numbers forward if they can hurry. Ruelas chasing it on the far side, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be an NYCFC throw-in, but the idea was there to try and spring that counterattack.
Yeah, it's good to see Legends finding that higher forward, and then she's just setting it back into her attacking mid, and they're looking for that longer ball.
And this is NYCFC's commitment to building out of the back. What can they do against teams that press them high? As Creighton gets it back to Stanisic. One in the midfield by Day. This is Daly. This is White on the far side. Stepping in is Romero. And Day will guide it back to her keeper, Mackie Wakefield. Etienne brings it down. Slid away from her, but it will be a throw-in for NYCFC in the 12th minute.
I think Legends FC, they've done a really good job when they've lost the ball, putting pressure on the ball immediately to create that pressure and just winning that ball back.
One thing John King really harps on with his Legends players is, can we press, and where can we press teams to put them into the best position for us to win the ball back? You know, so many teams talk about pressing, but it's really, Sarah, about pressing in the right areas.
Yeah, we call it pressing with a purpose, you know, in those right areas that you know you can quickly get a counterattack, look for the longer balls, and your forwards are running quickly onto them.
That's a tremendous tackle from Stanisic. And this is Brenner assessing her options. Played it down the line, but nobody making that diagonal run.
I can see the idea she wanted there, just no runner was going.
Well, it's good chasing by Lainey Carroll, and she's able to keep it in. And this will go out for a goal kick. But you have to love the way that these top three really work to win that ball for this Legends side. Goal kick for Ross, making her 13th appearance of the season.
High pressure is working for the Legends here.
Broadcaster's curse as Ross will pick that up and send it the other way. All those players, the minute they looked up, I think the sun got in their eyes. You could see them squint just a bit. So it'll be a throw-in for Brenner. Aguero. Nice turn from Aguero. Gets it off for Brenner. The future Orange women will win a throw-in for NYCFC. Brenner's been heavily involved in this early going. Her and Aguero combine very well on this near side. Brenner wanted a foul. She's not going to get it. That's going to be Ruelas to chase. Skips pass at the end. And a good job to bring this ball under control by Legends. Rask cuts inside.
I like that thought that Rask was looking for the outside forward there.
Ruelas. Rask continued to run, and she'll win a throw-in for Legends FC. Good work by Lily Rask, who's committed to Oregon. Loves attacking at the back line and trying to find ways to break them down. Wasn't able to on this occasion, but she does win a throw-in in a deep position. And we'll see if the long throw will be employed here. It certainly is. It's looking for that flick on at the near post, and it skips dangerously across goal, but it's hooked clear. Sent right back in. Flag stays down, but Ross is there. And good quick distribution from Ross.
And here beating multiple defenders here. Open net. Just want that late runner to read that a little bit quicker, and maybe she could just have a sitter there.
Brenner, so dangerous on the ball. She's being policed by Boone. Brenner able to get it forward, but Boone defended well.
Boone is a very strong 1v1 defender here.
Some tough challenges flying in, and this time it will be a throw-in for Legends FC. Gonzalez to take. This is Maya Gonzalez. Boone, good first touch to elude Aguero. She wants to thread it through that back line, and finally she does for Rask to chase. Stanisic coming over in cover. This is Johnson. Johnson committed to James Madison University. Oh, that's tremendous shielding from Violet Munelli. And she'll get it forward, looking for Aguero, but it's won back by Boone. Only as far as Johnson. Johnson to the feet of Aguero. Quick one touch into the space for Brenner. Brenner arrowing into the box, puts it across, and it's well defended. Still work to do here, and Gonzalez wrestles it clear.
There's that combination play with Aguero and Brenner. Just Aguero knew Brenner was already going one touch wide and a nice early cross. Nice to see. Dangerous opportunity there.
Creighton's throwing. And Aguero wanted to shield it out, but the ball took an awkward bounce, and so the Legends are able to clear it. Daly, good touch from Lainey Carroll to get it off to Day. Rask joins the party. Beautiful switch. Oh, and there was space on if they could settle that there. NYCFC did a great job to close it down, and Ross comes to the extreme of her penalty area to take. Otherwise, Rask was in alone on goal.
You can see the Legends they're so confident play the bigger ball into Rask. They know her pace and beating the back line. Good
skill from Alex Day.
Good patience here by Legends, just maybe finding a bigger ball through.
Cleared away by Munelli. Headed right back in by Ruelas. A high boot will be called by the referee. 18th minute, still 0-0 between Legends FC and NYCFC in this West Coast, East Coast battle. Sarah, what have you seen from these two sides so far in terms of their styles, how they like to play, how they want to attack?
Well, I think both teams are trying to play out of the back and through their midfield. It's just Legends, they're doing well by stretching the back line there to play the ball over. But then New York City, they're playing balls forward into their forwards. They're doing great combination play to get them in. So both styles are really working well for both teams.
Creighton had to come off for a second. Believe she might have a little bit of blood on her leg. So the trainer taking care of her. For the moment, NYCFC down to 10 ladies. Well, I've really enjoyed these battles on the flanks. And that's excellent defending as Perez gets it out wide. Forward for Ruelas. Able to turn. Skips by another challenge. Reagan. Out wide for Gonzalez, jumping into the attack. That's a good ball in for the target lady, but it's well defended by NYCFC and Lola Stanisic. Rask tried to push it beyond Brenner, but a bit too heavy in the end, and it'll be a goal kick for NYCFC.
And there's Rask again. She's wanting to isolate that outside back there. Good holding the ball here, but defended well defensively. I think she wanted a foul there, but
so it'll be a goal kick for Rachel Ross. Just over the head of Etienne. Does fall for Johnson, though. She's in a battle for it and comes away with it. Clipped over the top. Velvet touch from Aguero to bring it down. Aguero working on Boone. Just couldn't wrap her foot around it. Could see the idea, though, looking for the far post. Tremendous skill from Angela Aguero.
I liked seeing the longer ball there into her forward, and she just took it down perfectly here, and you could tell she's putting her head down. She's going to shoot. Nice to test the keeper. Just needs to be on frame.
It was a good run from Remy White, though, on that far side to create some options. But you love forwards who have that nose for goal. Flicked on. Stanisic able to get a head onto it, but it goes the wrong way. Rask seizes the loose ball. NYCFC fans wanted a high boot, but the ref's going to play advantage as they have possession. And they're searching for Aguero. What a battle this is between two national team players, between Aguero and Boone.
Boone is a patient defender there. Aguero's so skillful. She tried to nutmeg her there, but Boone just kept patient there to see the ball and the player.
Maya Gonzalez does enough to poke it out of bounds. And there's Boone once again. Aguero battling, has to deal with the double team of Boone and Gonzalez. Tried to get it back to Brenner, but Rask is there. Clears it only as far as Creighton. Creighton back on the field, now has her leg bandaged. And it doesn't stop her from putting in a gorgeous cross that's well defended on the far side. Still might fall for Aguero. Hint of handball perhaps, and the ref says ball to hand rather than hand to ball, so we play on.
I liked Creighton playing that ball in. She saw White there out wide.
Back for Perez. Boone will bring it out. Etienne saw the danger. Brenner gets the overlap from Creighton. Creighton put in one delightful ball with her right foot, unable to this time around as she's crowded out by 2 white jerseys, and it's the Legends to go the other way. Ruelas keeps it in, unable to stab it forward. Textbook defending from Gonzalez. Reagan did well to keep possession as she gets it back today. And the 2 center backs will play catch.
Alex Day has been really strong in that midfield, just sitting in that pocket well to get the ball from her 2 center backs or her outside backs to possibly switch the point of the attack.
Ruelas. Reagan. Through for Carroll. Rask unable to get the cross off. But it hits off of Ross last, so it's going to be a corner kick. First of the game for either side. Once again, it was Rask wreaking havoc on this flank. It was a good ball played into space for her as well, splitting the center and the outside back. I think she just lost her footing as she went to make that cross, and then Ross spilled it out of bounds.
There's the great balls through, though. Legends are playing.
Well, it's a dangerous ball driven in. A chance to fizz this across goal once again. And the header from Boone, just lacking the pace, even though it had good direction on it. And Ross gratefully picks it up and throws it out.
There's about 2 girls open in that box there. It was good. Boone got her head on it.
And Aguero lets this one roll all the way back as she would have been offside. Smart from Aguero, because now the Legends have to take it from deeper in, and NYCFC able to set up their defense. Beautiful touch from Ruelas off for Gonzalez. That's a buccaneering run from the outside back, and she wins the throw-ins for Legend FC.
That was a good read there by that back to make that good tackle.
So it'll be another long throw-in coming in. Usually you're looking for a flick on right around that top corner of the 6. And there it is to the back post. A little slide all the way through, and safety first from NYCFC as they just clear it out.
That was a great flick on, exactly how you want it to be. Now you just need someone flashing in that back post to get it in.
25th minute. Ruelas is going to come all the way over from one side to the other to take yet another long throw. Once again, causing more havoc in the box. Brought down by Carroll. And in the end, it will dribble into the arms of Ross. They do a good job of getting the ball in deep, Sarah. I think maybe just 1 or 2 more runners crashing inside the 6.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You want more numbers in the box if you're playing those longer balls. And then I would say Rachel Ross, though, she's playing well in her positioning in the goal to read the near post cross, and also just balls that are lofted in, she can read well to grab them.
Brenner. Boone will get it back to Perez. Madison Perez, committed to Long Beach State, has to deal with the pressure coming in from Aguero. Will get it off to her central back partner. Boone, future Cal Baird, brings it forward. Thumping ball, looking for the run. It wasn't a bad idea.
That's about the 3rd, 4th ball. Boone has really her heads up, and she's played some great balls in. Just needed to beat that back line.
Gonzalez. Stanisic, so solid in defense. Wins a throw-in for NYCFC. 27th minute, still no score between Legends FC and NYCFC. Johnson gets it off for Guest. Looking for the through ball, just a bit overcooked. And it will go all the way through for Mackie Wakefield. Wakefield taking her 6 seconds. A booming punt the other way. And this one headed back to Rachel Ross. So from one goalkeeper to another in the 28th minute. One back by Munelli. She ventures forward. Gets it off for Aguero. Lovely turn to create space for herself and just couldn't thread it through for Brenner. The idea was there, though.
Yeah, I think Aguero, if she played that ball a little bit quicker after her turn, Brenner would have been in.
And that's a great first touch to elude the challenge and get the ball out wide. Into the space for Day.
Legends FC have really found great balls breaking lines to get them through.
So it'll be a throw-in for Mataika on the far side. And a chance here to run. White cuts inside, not a bad hit. It deflected onto the crossbar. Still might be something on here. Brenner gets it back, and Creighton's cross floats out of bounds. Oh, somehow it stays in. But what a shot that was on the far side, and a good save by Wakefield, able to get a piece of it and tip it onto the crossbar. And that's how quickly NYCFC can create something out of nothing.
I just love it. She takes a touch. She's like, I'm going to hit it here, test the keeper. But she made a great save touching it there. Wait for Brenner just to crash the box like that is good there.
Free kick for Legends FC in the midfield. The Legends said they were focusing on this showcase to see how their ladies react to external pressures. So we'll get back to that in a second. There's nowhere for Reagan to go. Gets it off for Daly. This is Boone. And so they're also going to use this as a showcase this showcase as an opportunity to teach professionalism on the road in regards to sleep, nutrition, recovery, and regeneration. That's an excellent perspective to take on coming to North Carolina.
All those things really affect, athletes, and it's great for them to know now how to treat their bodies properly and prepare themselves for these games.
It's a strong challenge. The ball will remain with Legends deep in NYCFC's territory. So we're on the half-hour mark in North Carolina. 0-0 between Legends FC and NYCFC. Both teams have had their chances, though. Most recently, NYCFC hitting a crossbar. Excellent shot coming in from Ellie Johnson, but it was tipped onto the crossbar by Mackie Wakefield. So this time the shot's charged down. Second opportunity over the frame, and it will be a goal kick for NYCFC.
I think NYCFC, they've handled it well with that long throw. Sometimes it's really difficult to defend because it's not a whipped ball in like a corner kick, but I think they've matched up well in getting the ball out.
Etienne with the flick on. It's for Johnson to chase. Reagan. Alex Day. Well, it's a strong challenge. Smacked the other way for Aguero. Brenner used her body well, and Etienne seizes the loose ball.
Good skill by Etienne there.
Wow, Aguero's ability to just bring the ball down, especially under pressure, is quite special.
She's a very smooth player. She has confidence there with her feet. Two defenders had to defend her there to get that ball out.
Now it's a free kick for Cora Creighton.
Here she uses good skill here, and after playing that ball, getting hit. It's a good call by the referee.
So it'll be Creighton to send it in. It's an excellent ball. The Legends win the first and the second ball, only as far as Etienne. Puts it back to the top of the box. Missed clearance, but it gets the job done. And it will be a throw-in for Legends FC on this near side.
I think Creighton's ball, that was actually a great ball in. You just need someone beating that defender so she doesn't head that ball out before them.
Ruelas in a battle with Stanisic. Still going toe-to-toe, and a free kick will be called for Ruelas and Legends FC.
There's definitely some good battles here. She's pushing that ball forward well, keeping it in distance with her feet, and then, yep, coming from behind, you got to get the ball there.
And Ruelas did well to realize that the challenge was coming in from behind, so just pushed it out of the reach. Knew she was going to get the contact. It's the center back Perez who's come up to take this free kick. Whips it in the danger area, but right at Ross.
Ross played that well, making sure that 6-yard box she's owning.
Look at Boone getting back to make that challenge and not allow a counterattack. Otherwise, Aguero was 1-on-2, and even though it's 1-on-2, it's still Aguero. Throw in taken from Otaika. And Wakefield's quickest to the cross. She'll take all 6 seconds, get everybody up. That's another booming punt from Mackie Wakefield. Munelli missed it. Work from Otaika to Dua, and she does it well.
It's nice to see the Legends FC. They're playing out of the back, yes, but then also stretching the back line of New York City with a big punt there, and now they've rewarded with a throw-in.
It's looking for that flick on. You always need that second player making that diagonal run across the face of the keeper. Didn't have it this time, and it's easy pickings for Ross. Distribution cut out. Rask has the beating of her defender, but can't get to the ball before it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick for NYCFC as we head toward the final 10 minutes of the first half.
And there's Rask again, just doing well beating that defender, just that ball pushing a little too far so she couldn't get that cross off.
This time, Brenner barged into. Gonzalez, the guilty party.
Brenner holds that ball really well and confidently, and sometimes it's hard to, as a defender, when she shields that ball off, you can't see it, and she still wants to, give her good pressure on the back and causes a foul.
Creighton's taken all of the set pieces so far, and she flights this one in. This is Creighton again. Wanted the early cross, perhaps thought about it a bit too long. Reagan, good defending from Stanisic. Reagan will go again. Rask gets it back from Lainey Carroll. This is still Rask. Turns two. Leaves it back off for Carroll. Carroll, usually goal scorer, looking to turn provider here. Unable to get the cross off. Good defending from Lola Stanisic.
There, I think Carroll could have just kept that ball into simple feet centrally instead of trying to force that cross in.
Lainey Carroll, 15 goals in 23 games coming into this one. Has also been called into multiple U.S. national team camps at the youth level and will play her college ball at Texas A&M. They found chances hard to come by so far this afternoon against the staunch NYCFC defense. Ruelas clattering into the defender there. And Cora Creighton's going to have to take a second to shake off the cobwebs after that challenge. Ruelas did get a piece of the ball, and that's why it's just a throw-in rather than a free kick.
I just maybe you put that touchdown quickly, Creighton, and then play it quicker.
Aguero. Sensational hold-up play from her again. Good skill from Johnson, but it'll be a throw-in for Legends FC. Ellie Johnson be heading to James Madison University out of Ramapo Regional High School in New Jersey. And she's done a good job in the midfield. Brenner. Always on the ball, Brenner. And they'll continue to surge forward via the throw-in. Aguero. Holding off Gonzalez. Still Aguero. And ran into Day in the midfield. Lovely turn from Creighton. And quickly closed down. Good double team coming in from Rask. And Rask doing enough, or Carroll rather, doing enough to win the second corner kick of the game for Legends. It's a good battle there with Lola Stanisic. Been really impressed with Lainey Carroll's understanding of when to stay central and when to come into these channels out wide, and it leads to the second corner kick of the game for Legends, and they've been dangerous on them. We've just talked about just lacking that woman to get on the end of it. We'll see what they can produce here. It's a good ball in. Ross gets her fingertips to it. Sent right back in. The offside flag is up. Good save by Ross, nevertheless. And Bennett Savage, the assistant referee on the near side.
This is a great corner in, and Ross just great positioning, owning that 6-yard box there. That's what you want from your goalkeeper there. And I know it's offsides, but she makes a great save here again.
Well, it was tough. There were some players coming out. We'll give Bennett Savage the benefit of the doubt, though. He's in a better position than we are. Heading towards the final 5 minutes of first half regulation. And whatever stoppage time may be added on by center referee Eric Barnes. Legends pressing for the game's opening goal.
And you see Alex Days coming forward. She usually is that target for that long throw.
This one pumped into the box and bypasses everyone and will go out for a goal kick.
It's good that they switched it up there. Instead of having that long throw, play it back to your outside back, and she can play a nice long ball in.
And one of the things Legends are always looking for in their players are players who are confident in 1v1 situations, dynamic and interchanging positions, especially up top. Are you seeing that from them this afternoon?
Yeah, I like seeing the Legends. They're really driving that line. Could they maybe cut it back a little bit quicker to beat that outside back? Yes, I believe, but they've really been interchanging different runs forward, which has made them pretty successful in dangerous opportunities.
And this is Ruelas, who we've seen pop up on both wings. Back for Ross. Has to clip it away from Carroll, only as far as Rask. Loops it over one, but can't get it by Stanisic. Rask able to take it off the foot of Stanisic. She gets the cross in, but it's too close to the keeper. Ross did well to come off her line. And the space really beginning to open up here as we're inside the final 4 minutes of the first half. Brenner looking to run. It was a smart run made forward, but it was defended by Day. Ball will remain with NYCFC.
It's good to see Johnson make that run behind.
Well, thought it took a deflection. Instead, it'll be Maya Gonzalez's throw-in.
Creighton's doing a lot of work here on the ball and off the ball.
Creighton and Stanisic have been impressive in tandem as the outside back and the center back on this near side. Gonzalez steps inside of Brenner. Well stepped in on the far side. And Boone falls on the ball and puts her hand on it and immediately gives it back knowing, oh, the whistle had gone. Well, that's why she put her hand on the ball. Okay, makes more sense. Chance to float the ball into the danger area in the 43rd minute. That's a good ball as well, but it's the Legends who climb the ladder highest to make the clearance. Gonzalez will win the throw-in. It's a tough challenge, but a fair one.
Yeah, you see Creighton's going for the ball here first. It's just
some good one-on-one battles that we've seen this afternoon. Gonzalez has been heavily involved. Etienne, taken by Rask. Good one-touch passing in that triangle for Legends as they try to work their way out of pressure. Unable to, and Aguero has a little bit of space on the other side of Boone, and Boone brings her down. It'll be a free kick right at the top of the box for NYCFC.
And here in this replay, Aguero does a good job to face up Boone. She kind of got caught here, and yep, had to clip her there. And then even Boone there kind of hits her chest there, knowing that's my bad there earlier.
Well, Creighton's been over these free kicks, but because it's from shooting position, it's going to be Sarah Guest. Guest looking for her 7th goal this season. You can't be in much better position to strike it than this on a free kick. And it is Guest over the crossbar.
She had that right side open, but still good to see a dangerous opportunity for New York City.
It's really the first time that Aguero was able to get free from Boone. And a chance for Guest. Could see her trying to get her foot around the ball. Just don't think she struck it the way she wanted to. Well, the Legends escape. Munelli looking for Creighton. Was able to get to it before Gonzalez, but sweeps it out of bounds. As we're into first half stoppage time, 1 minute will be added on. Not surprising, really hasn't been many stoppages in play and what has been a very fluid first half. Creighton did well to win it from Rask at the second time of asking. Brenner gets it inside. Just look at the way Legends FC closed down in midfield.
Johnson trying to force that ball through into Aguero there. Maybe she could have spun out and played one of her defensive mids there.
Rask. Daly. Reagan jumping into the attack. Slides it through for Ruelas. And good shielding coming in from Otaika to allow that ball to roll to her goalkeeper. And that's most likely how this first half will end. Chances at both ends, but it's 0-0 after 45 minutes. Thoughts on the first half, Sarah Chapman?
I think both ends have had some great opportunities. I like that Legends, they are keeping the ball. They're using their midfield a bit more than New York City here and having great slashing runs across. But New York City, they're patient in their defending. When they win it, they play those dynamic balls into their forwards to do some combination. I'd like to see New York City do a little more combination play in the midfield, but it's been such a competitive match thus far.
45 minutes down, 45 more minutes to go here at the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Girls Showcase. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with you for the second half. At the break, it's Legends FC 0, NYCFC 0. Back with you for the second half here on USSoccerDA.com. And as we take a look at the first half highlights, and Sarah, this has been a really physical battle.
Yeah, I don't think there have been any cheap shots. Just they're coming in hard for some good balls.
And that one wasn't even a foul because she got the ball first. So tough challenges, but fair challenges. 90% of them. Some of them have been whistled as fouls, but just a really good physical battle to go along with a lot of great technical skill that we've seen in this game. And a lot of good one-on-one battles as well. Lainey Carroll winning this one, puts it back across goal, but it was well defended by NYCFC. Some call it desperate. I call it determined defending. And then once again having to deal with it, but nobody on that back post. And sometimes it's just requiring a few more runners in the box to get on the end of things, as this one also skipped through, but there were no takers. As the second half is underway from Brown Summit, North Carolina, on the final day of the first ever exclusive Girls Development Academy Showcase. Second ever Girls Development Academy Showcase, but the one in Lakewood Ranch, Florida in December was also shared with the men. This one, however, the first ever exclusive Development Academy Showcase for girls. There's multiple substitutes coming in for Legends FC. Haley Halbersma is in, as well as Kayla Colbert. Kayla Colbert wearing the number 22 right on the right side of your screen. And it's Halbersma who's on the throw-in. Halbersma, another player who moved up from the Academy 2 team. Legends looking to create the first chance of the second half. It's a patient build-up, and it's well defended by Etienne. Boone sends it into the danger area, and the offside flag is up. This will be a goal kick for Ross. White had that taken off of her foot. Nice bit of skill from Alex Day.
I like to see that she's using the outside of the foot there as well, trying to keep that ball in. Just carried itself out.
Both of these teams do such a good job of getting compact on defense and really shrinking the field.
Yeah, you can see that's why it's still, 0-0 match here. NYC, they've defended really well on crosses. That Legend FC has had many chances getting the ball in the box, but give New York City credit. They've defended really well in there to keep that ball out.
Day showcasing her skill once again, and here's Colbert. U-15 international flying into the box and winning a corner kick. Third of the game for Legends FC.
Nice to see a change of pace there. She's still trying to drive that defender down the line. Here could she dip her shoulder a little bit more? Just lost her footing there and too big of a touch, but great start for the second half.
Colbert's also been in with the U-16s as well and committed to USC. We've seen a few players throughout the showcase who are going to USC. It's a good ball in. Boone got her head to it. Back out for Perez. Clips it to the top of the box, cleared away. Boone misjudged it. And it's NYCFC to go the other way in the 49th minute. And a good job by Gonzalez to shield that out of bounds for a throw-in.
Just a suggestion, boys. At the end of the day, shall we get a production team photo of the DA?
Colbert has a goal in each of the two showcase games so far for Legends FC. Both sides still looking for their first win of the showcase on the final day. Legends FC coming in 0-2. Well, NYCFC came in with a 0-1-1 record. But both of these teams second in their respective conferences and well positioned in playoff places in league play. And Boone's giving it away to Aguero here. Aguero's shot smothered by the keeper.
Good recovery there. Help your keeper to make Aguero take a hard shot there.
Speaking of Vegas,
Well, it was Perez who gave it away. Aguero doesn't care who it is. She nicked in and almost found the game's opening goal for NYCFC. Colbert was pointing to where she wanted, and she's able to get it. Gets around her defender. It's Colbert. It's the opening goal of the game, and it's the substitute who scores it. 3 goals in 3 games for Colbert.
You had a feeling that Colbert was going to get herself a goal today. She still takes that touches from the defender there, just beats her, dips that shoulder in, and she looks to that beat the keeper near post here. Good stuff by her.
She's only been on for 5 minutes, and she has the game's opening goal, Colbert. 1-0 Legends FC lead NYCFC. It's their 71st goal of the season in just 26 and a half games played.
Good forward ball by Johnson there. Now NYFC's got a good chance here.
Unable to get on the end of it was Caroline Flynn, a second half substitute. And now a 2-on-1 could be developing. And the space is open up on the far side. It's 2. As cool as you'd like, the counterattack worked to devastating effect.
And it started with Colbert again, taking a great first touch.
Chloe Reagan with her 4th goal of the season. As it was a great job by Rask winning that ball, played it right into the path of Reagan. 1 touch to settle, another to slam it by the keeper.
Great composure. She knew she had some time, and she just put it right into that side netting there.
2 goals in less than 2 minutes for Legends FC, and they are in the ascendancy with a 2-0 lead over NYCFC.
I think Legends FC, they've really started to do a bit more combination with their forwards, and you can see that's really helped them to get the ball in the net.
Perez gets it over to Boone. Into the middle for Robledo, another second half sub. Space could be on here for NYCFC, quickly closed down by Boone, and that's a lovely turn on the far side. Play to the top of the box. Aguero tried to sneak it through. She goes down at the top of the box. It's still a chance could be on here. NYCFC able to keep it in on the far side. Maya Gonzalez, good one-on-one defending, and it's swept clear. Throw in for NYCFC in the 53rd minute. What will the response be now from Cora Creighton and her side? That one off of Boone, so NYCFC will continue to go further forward via the throw-in.
It's good reaction by NYCFC, just pushing that ball forward. I know they've gotten scored on twice, but they're still trying to fight to get one in.
Tiger with the throw-in to Ellie Johnson, and the offside flag is up. Goals in the 50th minute from Colbert and the 52nd minute from Reagan have given Legends FC a 2-0 lead over NYCFC.
so did you two?
This one back in midfield. Another beautiful touch off from Aguero. Etienne plays it right back to her, and this is off Aguero last.
So it wasn't actually yours. It was someone else's, and you helped out.
Aguero, though, has been so impressive this afternoon. Her skill on the ball and her ability to run at defenders has been breathtaking at times.
I love her skill on the ball. Maybe she can just get that extra little touch to beat that defender, then a good strike on goal.
And this is Colbert. Push forward for Rask. Rask running at the defender. Colbert flies ahead of her. Able to get the touch on her defender, working on Tiger, and Tiger does enough.
Colbert is just so active off the ball with runs, winning the ball from a goal kick. She's doing a lot of things here.
Yeah, I'll find the name of it. It's like Athletes America or something. They've got everything spelled wrong on their website.
And we saw the other day with the LAFC Slammers, Simone Jackson score a goal. She's going to be heading to USC, albeit she's a little bit younger, but in a few years, it'll be really fun to watch Kayla Colbert and Simone Jackson playing together for the Trojans.
Yeah, they're both dynamic players, explosive on the ball, and they can definitely shoot.
Both players playing as well in the U.S. Women's Youth National Team system. This is Etienne, Haitian under-20 international. Plays it forward, but it was well stepped in.
Alex Day's been active defensively to win the ball and then play simple to keep connecting to her teammates.
Forward from Rask. Reagan pushes it through. Reagan's in support. Is able to keep it in. Working 1-on-3. Almost made her way through. Romero. And Reagan brings it down. Alex Day. Chloe Reagan. Boone getting involved in the attack.
Oh, could that be just on the inside of that defender instead of outside, but it still worked.
Gonzalez unable to get the cross off, so it'll be a goal kick for Legends FC, but I love that with each pass they're getting one more person into the attack, Sarah.
And it's nice to see with Legends FC also, maybe the pass isn't perfect that they're receiving, but they work hard to give some defensive pressure, and then they win it back for a great opportunity.
Well, these ladies won't have all that much time to recover as they'll be back in league play next weekend. Legends will face off against the San Diego Surf on Saturday. NYCFC will go home and take on Empire United. Both of these teams pushing for first place in their respective divisions.
I like the idea there that Rask, she knew she might have not been able to get a shot off, but worked to just create that corner.
Fourth corner kick of the games for Legends FC. 58th minute. Looking for a third goal. Perhaps looking to play this short with Rask. And Rask definitely wants it because she's asking for the full 10 yards.
It's a good call by Rask. Some players don't always know to ask the referee to have them move back.
It's played right to the penalty spot. Oh, and all it required was a touch. Great job to get up and win that header from Lainey Carroll. And in the end, she just needed one more touch afterward. But see Carroll climbing highest. Couldn't get it on frame, but if there was that touch right there, it could have been 3-0. Reagan. This is Colbert, scorer of the first goal. Clipped in, too close to the keeper.
Yeah, that could be pulled out a little bit. Reagan was there to finish it.
Reagan on the doorstep for what would be her second goal of the afternoon. But it's NYCFC to go the other way. Aguero. Hassled and hounded by Boone. Aguero able to turn her. Boone able to get her foot on the ball. Great work from Boone and then smartly lets it through for Reagan, who plays it to the far side. Looking for the run of Colbert. It was nicely tracked back by Tiger. This is Tiger again. And good calm under pressure from Zoe Tiger. Second half substitute out of High Point Regional High School in Sussex, New Jersey. Did well to keep the ball, but it will be a throw-in for Legends FC.
What a great throw.
Long throw, and Reagan chasing, but Ross gets there first.
I like to see that was a quick throw-in as well, but long.
Good talk there in the midfield to let that one run through. Sage Robledo's clearance goes out of bounds. And that didn't look very comfortable for Victoria Romero. Seems to be okay. And the two center backs play catch.
Yeah, every time.
Long searching ball requiring Colbert to chase.
Okay, biscuit, cool.
Seems the start of the second half, Legend FC, they've just been a bit more anticipating and winning that 50-50 ball kind of passing through than NCFC here.
Reagan drives it along the ground. And this is Robledo.
Oh, hey.
Robledo will stay in the California area and play her college ball at Loyola Marymount University. NYCFC flying down the far side into the path of Aguero, but Perez is there.
Give you some Doritos.
Johnson over the top. Victoria Romero with the clearance.
Not a bad ball there, but could she have found that outside forward instead of Aguero?
Just past the hour mark here in Brown Summit, North Carolina at the beautiful Bryan Park Soccer Complex. Legends FC with a 2-0 lead over NYCFC, but the game is opening up here for Ellie Johnson, trying to find the feet of Aguero, but it's poked away. Played right back into Aguero. She can't skip by Boone.
I think that ball needs to be a bit quicker into Aguero's feet because Boone's been defending Aguero very well.
And Boone knew exactly what she was doing on that ball. She held it up despite the pressure from Aguero. And this one flicked over for Victoria Romero. Future Notre Dame Fighting Irish player gets it forward. And this is Rask, loves to run 1v1. And she gets around Munnelly. Now cuts past Munnelly, looking to put it toward the center area. And Colbert unable to get power behind the header.
It was good on Flass there to cut that ball back, find someone in the box there. Great ball forward in. Nice cut with her left. And she finds Colbert.
Perhaps it's one of those where you'd like to see her snap her head and try and direct it toward the far post. Still a great job to get into that space. Speaking of space, it's a good ball played into Aguero. It's a lovely turn, close down by two. Able to escape them, but puts her shot over the crossbar. Tremendous individual effort, though, from Angela Aguero.
And here's that early ball forward into Aguero, which they've needed to do. And then she can dance on it, turn well, get it back on her right foot, get that head down a little bit more, and she could find maybe that left upper 90 shot.
It's a beautiful entry pass in, too, from Motaika. Like to see that she's getting more involved in the attack here in the second half. As more subs coming for Legends FC. So Sage Robledo will check in. Robledo very technical on the ball. Very good at combining with her teammates in the midfield. Colbert. Romero. Tiger, Etienne, Munelli, and it's off of Colbert last. A goal in every single showcase game for Kayla Colbert.
Defended well there.
Legends FC came flying out of the gate with 2 goals in just 2 minutes, 5 minutes into the second half. What adjustments did they make, Sarah, that allowed them to have that outburst?
I think they just started really combining better with their forwards, their front three. Colbert came in with just, popping off the defender quickly to check for the ball, and she's quickly playing that ball wide and then getting back in the box. It was just some confident runs, great balls in, and here's another great chance for her.
Skips by first, but can't get by second. Day pops it forward. Reagan, it's opened up. And the shot sneaks in. 3-0 Legends FC. Well, you can't score if you don't shoot.
And here, I think they cleared it out here. But Day again getting that ball back in because there's some unorganization here for NYCFC, and then just unfortunate for the keeper there.
It took an awkward bounce right in front of her, didn't it?
It did. She'd like to have that one back.
Well, it's no more than Rask deserves for her enterprise today. It's been exceptional, especially down the wing, and then laying that ball on for Reagan for the second goal, and she gets her just rewards in the 64th minute.
Everything is scoreboard. 3-0.
16th goal of the season for Lily Rask. The future Oregon Duck has now surpassed Lainey Carroll as the goal-scoring leader for this Legends FC side.
No, I'm not surprised. Rask has done really well getting herself in the box, either on crosses or making the crosses. So it's good to see her get in there and get a goal.
Got time to do the scoreboard as well if you want.
Another good battle here. And just kind of, you got to get the ball there, and clipped her here.
There you go.
I like the fight, though. They want to attack that back line to get that ball back.
They don't want to see you winning. So
Colbert, space is wide open on the far side.
It's great movement in the middle there just to receive simple balls.
3 players pouring into the box, and it will be a corner kick for Legends FC. 5th of the game.
And then that was just a combination play in the middle and playing that ball simple out wide. They make it look easy, Mark.
It is Lainey Carroll again causing the trouble. And she's been dangerous on these set pieces. Most likely look for her head once again as Alex Day coming to take this. Day out of Chino Hills, California will have an in-swinger from the far side. Oh, and it's a good ball, and it's well defended by Ellie Johnson at the near post. Boone tried to hook it back in, but it will be a goal kick for NYCFC.
There's a strong header out by Johnson. Needed to get that out.
What can NYCFC do to get themselves back in this game?
I still think they need to connect a little bit better in that midfield. Get those midfielders a little more active to wanting the ball, changing the point of attack, and being creative on the ball to play those great balls into Aguero quickly.
At the end, Johnson dispossessed by Day. And that ball played behind Colbert, otherwise she might have been in. NYCFC still in trouble as Day wins it back. She has a go. And it had the pace. If it had the direction, it might be 4-0.
I like her turning and just hitting that ball. The back line was a little bit deeper than they probably wanted to be, so it's good. Turn and hit.
So it'll be a goal kick for Rachel Ross, making her 13th appearance of the season. She's done well, especially coming off her line to deal with crosses today. Etienne, nice little feint to create that space for herself. Spins away from the challenge and gets it out wide.
Yeah, Etienne does really well on the ball. I'd like her just to keep finding it, keep finding the ball and moving her team forward.
Pretty sure we are. I'll find out.
Well, we talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the broadcast, Sarah, as what you're looking for from a 17-year-old as they're looking to get to that next level, be it college or the national team or even professional. And head coach Kazak Tambi said that you need the higher level of technical proficiency, of course, but to be able to play at a faster speed, you also need a higher tactical knowledge, and all aspects of the games are enhanced at this level. So this is where it becomes really demanding.
Yeah, and I think some of the battles that you've seen physically, I think people on the ball have just held on to it a little bit too long. It's that quick decision making. You have to do 1-2 touches with this physical battle, then you won't probably get hit or get caught in possession.
Reagan. Rask, unable to get inside her opposite number. Smoteka got it clear. She wanted the free kick, but it will be a throw-in for Legends FC.
Another thing that Legends FC, they're just doing so well is interchanging their forwards and their runs, and that's any back line. It's very hard to defend. So you got to give a lot of credit there to Legends FC.
Here comes that long throw. And it bounces once again. Day looked for the width, realized she didn't have it. Now she slides it through, off the post, and scrambled clear. There's that interchanging of positions you were talking about, and a beautiful ball slid through by Day.
But here's Day just being simple, waiting Carroll to fly through, and then a great left-footed hit.
And you know what? I think Ross got a touch on it. That's an excellent save from Rachel Ross.
Yeah, Ross needed to make that front post save.
Sixth corner kick of the game for Legends FC. And substitutions to be made for New York City FC. As Angela Aguero checks out. And she's replaced by Juliana Basil. New York City native comes on for her 19th appearance of the season. Like for like substitution, forward for a forward. And here is Basil chasing up top. Boone misplays it. Basil's persistence pays off. Etienne to lead the break for New York City FC. Nice combination play with Ellie Johnson. Out wide for Caroline Flynn, who has her effort charged down.
Good use, guys.
Beautiful spin from Reagan.
That composure again from Day is just simple, but a good penetrating pass forward into her forward's feet.
Won by Tiger on the far side. Back to Creighton. Creighton wanted to get forward, still might have an opportunity here, but Boone intervenes. Nice step from Ellie Johnson. Beautiful ball into the space. Flynn is flying in, but no cross will get off because of a gorgeous tackle from Perez.
And Perez got all ball there. Unfortunate for that forward getting hit after. But there's Johnson, I think, just playing that ball well, winning it. Boone came in defending her, but then she cut it well and playing that longer ball. That's a quick decision she decided to do, and it was successful for him.
So it'll be a throw for NYCFC on the far side. Violet Munelli to take. Floated into the danger area. Pushed on, but into the hands of Mackie Wakefield.
Yeah, and good patience by Wakefield there, just waiting to see what the play was going to happen. It kind of just dropped right into her. She could come forward and win that ball.
Strong challenge. And a good run forward from the center back. Legends FC will go the other way. Good hold-up play. Now more players will get forward. Day.
Fortunate a little bit there.
Boone steps in, gets it off to Colbert. Colbert turned one but couldn't get by the second defender. So it was Creighton who got the clearance, and this is Creighton on the ball. 74th minute.
It's better by the midfield there for NYCFC.
Well, it's a good turn from Basil. Basil was able to elude the challenge, make that Brenner. But it peters out in the end and goes to the feet of Wakefield.
I think I would have liked seeing Basil just keep pushing it forward. She did the correct turn into space and maybe a right-footed shot there to test Wakefield.
Tiger gets it back. Motaika with the clearance. Headed the other way by Madison Perez. Brought down by Brenner. And this is Munelli. Munelli looking for options. Will spray it to this near side for Motaika. Motaika able to track it down.
Good defending.
A great job just to stay with it step for step.
Legends FC, they tackle hard, and so do NYCFC.
So Chloe Reagan, scorer of the second goal, will come off. And coming in for her is Randall Hunter for her 23rd appearance of the season. Well, what a game. Talk about the play of Chloe Reagan.
Chloe Reagan's just been active off and on the ball, in the middle, making great runs out wide to receive it and getting herself in great opportunities for some great finishes.
Colbert chasing. And Tiger smacking it to safety. Inside the final 15 minutes, in the first of two feature games here today on USSoccerDA.com. Coming up at 1:30, we'll turn our attention to the U-15 level, where Penn Fusion will take on FC Dallas. That will be an exciting game to watch. But for now, still 15 minutes to go here, and the battle continuing.
Colbert being tricky there, nutmegging that defender. And then the second defender came in strong.
It'll be a throw-in for Haley Halbersma. And she'll get to do it again.
Yeah, a lot of battles in here, and then, well, here we go. But then second defender read that well and defended Ellie Johnson there.
Good step in from the Wyckoff, New Jersey native. Still have another throw-in to deal with if we can get a ball. There it is. Halbersma has a long throw. She shows it here, looking for the flick on. Skipped all the way through. NYCFC able to get it clear. And this is Johnson. Settles it. Was unable to get it over Halbersma. Brings it down on the chest. Halbersma went for the cheeky back heel, but Johnson was wise to it. And this time it will be a throw-in for Legends FC. Another chance for Halbersma to whip it into the mix. John King saying of Haley Halbersma that not only was she pulled up from the Academy 2 team, but she also integrated very quickly to their style of play. And you're seeing that here. It's her long throw-in causing a bit of trouble, but NYCFC able to deal with it. And it will be another goal kick in the 78th minute. Helped on, looking for the run of Brenner. Creighton battling for it. Johnson has it taken off of her foot, but it's good tracking back from Cora Creighton. At the end, stepping in, but the loose ball falls to the feet of Colbert, trying to clip it over the top, and it's good shielding from Motaika to allow it to bounce to her keeper.
Good for Ross to come out early for that. Colbert played a good ball through.
Nice little exchange of passes, and it opens up the space for Victoria Romero. Romero into the corner, has two for company, and wins the throw-in. Needs support to arrive just a little bit quicker, Romero, but she did well to keep the ball and keep possession.
Yeah, sometimes you can't force that cross. Then you might as well just earn a throw-in, and definitely for them because it's a corner-like opportunity.
And there's that long throw from Halbersma. Second chance opportunity. Halbersma might do it again. Another chance to launch this one inside the 18. As FC Dallas is making their way into the stadium as we get ready for our second feature game here at the showcase. And from this area, Halbersma will definitely put this one into the mix. 80th minute. Halbersma looking for an assist via the throw-in. This one on a rope. Falls for Halbersma. And this time it's a goal kick. What has impressed you about this Legends FC performance?
Really, the interchanging of the forwards has been phenomenal. Also, just their technical ability to put it down, play quickly, 1-2 touch, and when in the final third, they also like to dribble down that end line. That can get taxing for those outside backs. I'd say the Legend FC, they're in great shape, able to do that type of style.
Rask with a lovely bit of skill, and it's another throw-in on this near side. Inside the final 10 minutes from McPherson Stadium at the Bryan Park Soccer Complex in Brown Summit, North Carolina, on the 5th and final day of this Girls Development Academy Showcase event. A tremendous 5 days it's been, too. Oh, and a quick volley right at Ross, but excellent connection there. It was good work from Sage Robledo. Might fall kindly for Brenner. The space is on if she can find her. Boone shut the door.
I think in that opportunity, if Brenner, she put it down quickly, she looked up, she saw it, then make that good pass through, and I think she just took another touch there. Just making that decision happen a little bit quicker, I think, than the NYCFC could get a good goal here.
Kaylee Brenner does have a goal in this showcase, scoring yesterday against the San Jose Earthquakes. And showing her ability not only as a forward, but also to turn provider as well and slide passes through. As Etienne wins this one. And it'll be another throw-in for Legends FC.
I think Etienne's done really well in there to get that ball and then play it back to her center backs, but maybe that's when she could receive it again instead of them trying to just play a big ball in.
Halbersma's long throw all the way to the end line, tracked down. It's a good ball across, and it's Rask's header, and it's saved by Ross.
And there's Ross again, just staying in her pocket there in the goal, waiting to see what happens there, and makes a really easy save.
Correction, it was Randall and Hunter with the header, but Ross was equal to the task. Legends, 8 minutes away from their 18th win of the season. Have scored a whopping 73 goals in the process. More concerned right at the moment on the defensive side as they look to keep the clean sheet.
Tricky
Nice
there.
little touch on. Good quick play to get it out of traffic. The last one pops over Victoria Romero, so it'll be a throw-in for NYCFC.
I like that Day's forcing herself to play one touch there. Even though it went out of bounds, still that development side, she sees it needs to be a one touch. Technically, she just needs to complete that.
Been really impressed with Rask and Day and their ability to connect in the midfield.
They really seem like they probably in training do a lot of combination play because they make it look simple here in the game.
Boone slams it forward. Played forward for Lainey Carroll.
Was defended well there. Didn't wait for that ball to get down. She wanted to head it right out.
And this is NYCFC going the other way. Boone coming out, unable to get to it. She'll have to track back. And the long shot flashes across the face of goal. But great work from NYCFC building that attack at pace. I have to love how Boone has that freedom to come well out of her center back position to make those challenges. That just shows how much faith John King has in her.
Yeah, and that run of play for NYCFC, I'd like to see. They were going through the middle. They've been successful when they've connected passes in the middle. Ellie Johnson fighting through to play, and then she just she looked for the longer shot. Maybe it could have been a pass.
This is Colbert on the ball. How has she changed the complexion of the game? Came on at halftime and scored 5 minutes later.
She just brings some natural, strong pace when she checks for the ball, when she wants to turn quickly and get a cross off or passing the ball through. She's been definitely a playmaker and getting on the end of things as well.
Speaking of getting on the end of things, this is Hunter, but the offside flag is up. Still love that she tried to drag that across goal rather than going for the shot herself from that angle. Wouldn't have mattered in the end, though, as it'll be a free kick for NYCFC heading into the final 5 minutes. Who has stood out for you today for NYCFC?
I think Danielle Antonin, she's done well. I just would like I said earlier, her on the ball more because she is such an effective player when they play through her.
This is Carolyn Flynn. Players played up with NYCFC's 18-19s. Have to do some defending here. Legends stepping through the midfield. Halbersma gets it back to Victoria Romero. Romero looking for the combination, but the ball was bounced up. Throw in quickly taken by Sage Robledo. Robledo wants it inside, and she'll get it. And Robledo was held, and she'll get the free kick. Well, in fact, they're going to call it for a foul behind the play, as it was Rask who was brought down. You could have called either one, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Either way, good refereeing by Eric Barnes. And it's Kayla Colbert who stands over the free kick. The U-16 international looking to play this one into the danger area. Flights it toward the back post, and it's the second goal for Kayla Colbert. Four 0 Legends FC.
And here's Colbert again. Great set piece and just puts the ball in where the keeper's got to make a big save, but girls are running and crashing the box. That's hard to do. Great ball in.
9 goals on the season now for Kayla Colbert, her 4th of the showcase. And it's Legends FC who will grab the victory here on the final day of this Spring Development Academy showcase. Motaika, Creighton, trying to spoil the shutout.
I'd have to say Colbert has really changed that pace in the attack for Legends FC.
Certainly adds a different dimension to it, doesn't she?
She reads balls well, runs off the ball. She withdraws herself to receive from the midfield, even if it's in more of the defensive mid area. It's just nice to see.
Legends will head home next week to face off against the San Diego Surf in the Southwest Division. NYCFC will also play next Saturday back in the Northeast Division as they take on Empire United. Both teams sitting in second place in their respective divisions, trying to grab that first place spot and, more importantly, keep themselves in the playoffs. Right now, the Legends currently holding the 13th spot in the DA, while NYCFC have the 18th place. This is Colbert getting to the end line, but couldn't get her cross off. Good defending from Motaika.
Yeah, Motaika's had a good game. She's really had to defend well, make some strong tackles, and there she did her job really well.
Colbert. Day. She's been super impressive, Day. Not only her ability to tackle in midfield, but her distribution as well.
Yeah, and her striking ability. She's had a couple shots.
This one played in, and Ross dealt with it well. Final minute of the 90. Colbert with a brace, bookending goals from Reagan and Rask to give Legends FC a 4-0 lead as they are on their way to their 18th victory of the season.
I like Day's vision there. Had to put a little more on it, but still a great vision to try to play that ball through.
It was good tracking back by Flynn, though, to win it for NYCFC. And Motaika will have the throw-in. The Hoboken native attends the Notre Dame School of Manhattan. She gets the throw-in forward. Steps in to win it again. Falls kindly for the Legends. Rask wanted it out wide, but not much space. Robledo did try and find her. And they do get a throw-in. Just waiting to see how much stoppage time will be added here. It's a minimum of 1 minute.
Dedicated a minimum of 1 minute stoppage time.
Legends FC will leave this showcase with a 1-2 record. Look. Tough matches against the Nationals and Weston FC, but they'll definitely have a much more fun flight back to California after this one. NYCFC looking for a goal here and cleared away before Etienne could get on the end of it. It's a good job to keep it in. Now Day will jump into the attack. Skips by the challenge of Creighton. Can't get past Etienne. Ross well out of her goal, and she will just brush it out of the bounds, but that will do it. Legends FC with a excellent second half, 4 goals. So much of that due to the entrance of Kayla Colbert. Scored 5 minutes after coming on as a sub at halftime. Reagan scored less than 2 minutes later. Rask would add a third 4 minutes after the hour mark. And Colbert, directly from a free kick 3 minutes from time, would get her second and the fourth for Legends FC as they run out 4-0 winners over NYCFC. Final thoughts, Sarah Chapman.
I think for both teams the battle was there, the competition was there. I just think Legend FC, they just really dynamically changed their runs into the attack to have multiple players being able to have dangerous opportunities. And then for NYCFC, they battled well. They had their opportunities. Probably could have had that final pass played a bit quicker, but it was a great match to watch.
A reminder that there's still one more feature game coming up here on USSoccerDA.com. It's Penn Fusion taking on FC Dallas at the U-15 level. But for now, for our producer, Alex Bousquet, for Sarah Chapman, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from McPherson Stadium, where it finishes Legends FC 4, NYCFC 0.